Is St. Joe's fell behind 2-0 in the first period, but then came back and eked out a 5-4 overtime win over Greece. So St. Joseph's winning in overtime. They'll head to the championship, Greece to the consolation, and it should be an interesting game. Should be two interesting games tomorrow. It was A.J. Greco getting the game winner, 3:01 into the overtime period. Leading the way for St. Joseph's, Gary Hill had a pair of goals. Jonathan Scott, their very fine defenseman, picked up a couple of assists. For Greece, Andy Rice led the attack with a goal and an assist. Joe McCardle had a great game, as did Tom Bach in goal. Clint Baker, also a pretty good player for Greece. Jeffrey Jurek had a pretty good game for St. Joseph's. Some exciting hockey action in that first game. Again, an overtime victory for St. Joseph's over Greece. Right here, the Massena Red Raiders on the ice against the Crimson Tide of Spaulding. Both teams are out on the ice as we get ready to go. Unfortunately, my partner Dave McClendon unable to make our game tonight and also tomorrow. Unfortunately, David had a death in his family, and he was unable to attend these two games this weekend, but we'll be thinking about him, and we certainly appreciate all the help he has given us over the years. Dave McClendon, my partner. So there we go. We're about set to go here. The Massena Red Raiders and the Crimson Tide of Spaulding. Spaulding is in Barrie, Vermont, Spaulding High School. They play in a place called the BOR Arena. We had a chance to go there last year, and it's a pretty nice facility, in a lot of ways similar to the Massena Arena, kind of a dome, a half dome like this is, but wooden structure, but not quite as bright and as clean as the Massena Arena. So I'm sure that they're enjoying their trip. I talked to Coach Topper McFawn before the game. He said they're quick. He said their defense is young, so the forwards will come back and help out a lot. And he's gotten some good goaltending from Dan Leonard. Now, as far as their backup goaltender, his name is Dane Deberville. And let's see here, who else can we tell you? A couple of their good players, though, including Jerry Comstock, missing due to disciplinary action. Justin Lynch and Jamison Galley are all out because of that. Well, Joe Ward read the sportsmanship pledge, and we're about ready to go here as the starting lineups will be introduced by John Seacott. Sandy Cook's over at the basketball game. I'm sure he'll be back before too much longer. But now it will be Leonard starting in the net. Dan Leonard is the goaltender. On defense, it's going to be Angelo D'Agostino for one. And let's see here, Kevin Strachan for the other defenseman. And then up front, it's going to be the line of David Lawrence, Corey Tygeson, and Andy Monfort. So there are the starting lineup, or there is the starting lineup for the Spaulding Crimson Tide. Now for the Massena Red Raiders. Nat Smythe will get the start in goal for Massena. Starting back on defense, Brian Carroll and Ben Nightingale. So Carroll and Nightingale will be paired on defense to start the game for Massena. Up front, it's going to be Matt Hazel centering Eric Meacham and Mike Cameron. And there we are, the starting lineup for the Massena Red Raiders, coached by Tim Long and Ed Latham. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the singing of our national anthem.
I'd like to ask you to stand and join in the singing of our All Northern, sung by...
Oh, first of all, the Northern Star.
And our national anthem.
And then, of course, our national anthem.
Dear Massena, Northern Star, unto thee our tribute bring. Ever guide us when afar, and inspire our hearts to sing. Though in loneliness or fame,
despite a little trouble with the sound system, the national anthem and the Northern Star, sung by my daughter, Emily Manor. We're about ready to go here. The Red Raiders clustered around their goaltender, Nathaniel Smythe, to our left as we sit up here in the press box at the Massena Arena. And it's Dan Leonard defending the goal to our right for the Crimson Tide of Spaulding. Spaulding, again, is located in Barrie, Vermont. And we're about set to go here with the start of tonight's hockey game. Again, the first game went to St. Joseph's, but an exciting game it was as the Marauders beat the Grease Lightning 5-4 in overtime. The winning goal scored at 3:01 of the overtime period. Again, the Raiders will send out the Matt Hazel line. Hazel with Meacham and Cameron. It's going to be David Lawrence out there with Corey Thigeson and Andy Montfort to start for the Spaulding team. Spaulding coming in with a record of 13 wins and just 3 losses. They've won a couple of tournaments already this year. They won a tournament, their own tournament. They also won a tournament in Waterford, Maine. And they've had some success this year, as you look at their record, 13-3. Hazel steps into the face-off circle against Lawrence. Charlie Pitts, Billy Foster are the 2 officials for tonight's game. Nat is ready at the one side and goaltender Leonard ready at the other. And we're ready for the drop of the puck. The game is underway. Comes back to Strathen, has it knocked away, and it slides inside territory of the Crimson. Thigeson flips it around the boards as they try to move it ahead. Hazel pinches in, gets a piece of it, dumps it to Cameron behind the net. Here's Michael Cameron, centering pass. Hazel misfired, comes all the way back to Nightingale at the point. He flips it into Meacham, who dumps it behind the net, picked up there by Strathen. And it goes to the side of the net, and Dan Leonard's going to cover up and hold on for the faceoff. So the Raiders with some good puck movement early in this hockey game in the Spaulding zone. Line changes going on here as the Joe Ward line comes out from Massena. Clint Kerwin and Jeffrey Slack are the 2 wingers. It'll be Seidman out there, along with Salvatore and Duncan off the faceoff. Slack winds up. His shot through traffic goes wide, and it's picked up there. That's Bradley playing the wing. Doesn't clear the zone. It was Bradley, not Duncan, and the puck comes out to center ice. Massena on the D, trying to move it down the boards. Poke checked away, but Jeremy Buffum is there to dump it back. It touched somebody, icing waved off, stopped behind the net by Leonard. Strathen tries to move it ahead. Buffum went after it, missed it entirely. It trickles back in the Massena zone. Drew Wonke's there to flip it ahead out to center ice. Taken back in, back out, and offsides as Salvatore took it across, and he had a man, Seidman, trapped in the zone. We'll have a face-off outside Massena territory. We played 59 seconds of the first period, no score on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard as Shane Farmer's line coming out, DiAgostino and Seacott playing the wings on this line. It's Reardon's line, Reardon, Plant, and Wiggins for the team from Spaulding. David Park waved at it, didn't get it. Travis Durant drops it to Park. He'll rip it around behind the net for DiAgostino. Anthony picks up the loose puck, bangs it, doesn't clear the zone. A bouncer goes in behind the net from the point. Puck in the corner after it. Plant there has it knocked away. The puck squirts free in behind as the Spaulding Crimson Tide control it. Eric Wiggins has it bodied away from him. Raiders move it ahead. Farmer tries to get it out center ice. DiAgostino, headman to Seacott, goes off a stick. Eric picks it up and dumps it deep in Spaulding territory. Leonard stops it in behind the net, leaves it for his D. Around the boards, kept in by Nightingale. Back in the corner it goes. Picked up there by Corey Burke, has it poked away by DiAgostino. Picked up there by the other defenseman, Landry. Landry loses it in the skate, then gets it, doesn't clear the zone. Kept in at the point by the Massena defenseman, Brian Carroll. Around the boards, here's a chance for the Raiders. Scott Powers shot, glove save by Dan Leonard. So the Raiders have the first shot on net in the game. Leonard makes the save. That was headed for the corner, not a lot on it, but Leonard was right there with a glove to make the save and hold on. 13:03 left, first period, no score in the hockey game. Line changes. Powers' line will get all the way out there now. Matt Robidoux out on one wing along with Sean Kellogg. Robidoux and Kellogg both had an excellent game against Ogdensburg, as did Scott Power. This line was probably Massena's best line in that game. Off the face-off, Kellogg races in after it, poke checked away and picked up there by Corey Thigeson. Thigeson with a puck behind his own net. Now he'll start out. Oh, he almost has it knocked away, but then flips it ahead on the wing. Here comes Strathen. His pass intercepted. Puck bounces free in the Massena zone. Picked up there by the Raider defense around the boards, but not out. dumped right back in the post. Montfort has it knocked away. Brian Carroll, here's Carroll, trying to flip it around the boards. Montfort gets it back again. Puck squirts free, Power, side of the net, takes it in behind, wraps it around the boards for Robidoux. Robidoux bangs it, doesn't clear the zone. Strathen keeps it in. He'll dump it in the corner again for Thygeson. Thygeson gets tied up by Massena defenseman Nightingale. The puck squirts back to Strathen. His shot goes way wide. Around the corner, it's Montfort. Montfort taken out of the play, and the Raiders move it ahead. Kellogg out to center ice. Now the puck dumped back in the Massena zone. Picked up there by the Raiders defenseman Nightingale. Head man of Meacham as the Raiders make a line change. Here comes the big Meach trying to go through the middle, knocked away. Puck bounces back to the blue line, kept in by Nightingale. He bangs it off the boards, hit the official with it. Now the puck cleared to the blue line, but not out of the zone, kept in there. Strathen back after it. He looks to move it ahead. He's bodied by Cameron, but he moves the puck ahead, knocked away. Cameron in the corner. Here's Michael in front. Ooh, fired just wide by Hazel. Nice pass by Cameron. And here comes Salvatore trying to clear the zone. He does. Salvatore gets by one check, takes in the Massena zone. His shot right on, and Nat's going to catch that one chest high and hold on for the face-off. 11:35 left in period number 1. Still no score on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Massena and Spaulding in game 2 of this tournament. First game went to St. Joseph's in overtime over Greece, 5-4. Face-off back in the Massena zone, right side. Hazel will draw against Seidman. Now they'll move a line, or make a line change here. Coming out will be Reardon's line. Reardon out there with Plant and Wiggins. Off the face-off, the puck comes to Plant. He drops it back to the point, gets it back again, goes to Reardon in front. He tries to slide it through. Wonky blocks that pass, and the puck around the boards to Meacham, and he'll start out. Eric Meacham, headman pass, meant for Hazel. Hazel has to come back after it, has it knocked away, goes to the Massena line. Jeremy Buffum is there, has it poked away. Wonky covers up for him, moves it ahead to center ice. Trying to go to Meacham, knocked away. Back to the Massena line and deep in Massena territory. Jeremy Buffum back after it. He flips it around the boards. It goes to Plant. Plant in behind a Reardon. Poke checked away nicely by Wonky. Good defensive play made by Drew Wonky. Raiders clear it to the blue line, not out of the zone. Dumped right back in. It's going to go right on net. And Nat has to make a save. The puck comes to Meacham, and he'll move it ahead. Meacham dumps it out of the zone. DiAgostino right back. Meacham again. Trying to flip it ahead for Cameron. Cameron poke checks it in the corner. Back after it there is Landry. Landry loses to Meacham, gets by one. Meacham in the corner, trying to go back to the point. Wonky pinches in, winds up and launches one over the net, and it bounces around. And here come Spaulding on a 2-on-1. Racing in on the right side. Here's a chance for Lawrence. He gets tied up in the corner. And a good defensive play made by Chaz Hearn. Puck comes back to the blue line, not out of the zone. Here's Thygeson. I take that back. Apparently it was out of the zone, as offside's the call. And the face-off will move outside. 10:19 left, first period, no score on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. The Massena Red Raiders and the Spaulding Crimson Tide, game 2 of our Massena Invitational Tournament. Raiders coming back with a Joe Ward line now. They'll face off against the Seidman line off the face-off. Ward trying to barge his way through, poke checked away. Hearn's got it. Backhands it to center ice, Clint Kerwin. Kerwin waved at it on the way by, but it's going to go to Landry. Dumps back out. Now following on the play, the puck squirts free to the Massena line, goes bouncing high in the air. Joe Ward after it, gets a stick on it back out to neutral ice. Picked up there by Landry, the defenseman, off the boards to the Massena line. Hearn is right there to flip it ahead for Slack. Slack backhands it deep in the territory of the Crimson. Landry tries to clear, intercepted by Ward back to the point, and Hearn waved at it, couldn't get it. Here comes Seidman, breaking in on the Massena net, gets a quick shot off, and the save made by goaltender Nat Smythe as he tried to use the Massena defenseman Travis Durant as a screen and quick snapshot, but it was right low on the ice, and Nat Smythe got down and made the save for the face-off. 9:40 remaining in the first period, still no score in our hockey game. Jerry Manor here at the Massena Arena. Reardon out to take the face-off. Off the draw, he wins it for the quick shot on the backhand by Plant, and the puck comes in behind. Now the puck taken away by Ben Nightingale. He'll move it ahead to DiAgostino, doesn't clear the zone. Bouncing puck goes in the corner. After it in front, there's a chance, they move it and score! Nice pass work there. Getting the goal will be Tim Plant. Reardon and Wiggins, I think, will pick up the assist as the Raiders had a chance to clear the zone. How many times have I said this year, Raiders don't clear the zone? They had a chance to clear the zone, didn't, and that created an on-band rush. Actually, it was a 3-on-1 and Spaulding converted to take the lead 1-0. Plant will get the goal. I think Reardon and Wiggins will both pick up assists. We'll see. So Spaulding goes on top here at the 5:17 mark, or 5:27 mark of the period. Off the face-off, here comes Robidoux across the blue line. Better turn the clock on there, boys. Puck in behind. There's Power, centers, score! As guess who gets the goal? Sean Kellogg ties it up. And was it?
Powers to Robidoux?
No, I thought it was Kellogg. I think it was Sean Kellogg getting the goal, and that's his third goal in his third game. And that'll tie it up, so the Raiders come right back and tie it up as that line continues to make tracks and do a great job. Give it 5 seconds. It's right off the face-off as the puck went in on the ensuing goal. So the Raiders get it right back and tie it up. Here's Robidoux again across the blue line. Puck bouncing around, and it comes to the Massena line. Dumped right back down the ice off a leg, and it's stopped in behind the net, picked up by Landry. Bouncing puck side of the net in front. Kellogg scores again! Sean Kellogg gets his second goal in about 15 seconds, and the Raiders take a 2-1 lead as Sean Kellogg is having a game already, and we've only played just over 5 minutes. So Kellogg gets his second goal of the game, and the Raiders take the 2-1 lead. And again, when you go to the net without the puck, good things happen, and they sure did right there for Sean Kellogg. So Kellogg's got both Massena goals, and the Raiders lead it 2-1. Off the face-off. The puck goes to the Massena line. In fact, all the way down the ice, they wave the icing off. David Park after it for the Raiders. He'll flip over. Chaz Hearn. Hearn just threw it ahead. Comes back to the blue line. Here's a shot right on. Smythe makes a save, bounces in the slot, but off a leg, and the Raiders move it out to center ice. The big Meach with it. He's got Hazel. Here's Meacham trying to bust his way wide. Drops it back to Cameron. Cameron goes through to Meacham. Meacham, shot, save, and a good one by Leonard. Puck back the other way. Down the ice, it's dumped, and it goes deep in Massena territory. Chaz Hearn after it. Hearn looks, flips it ahead on the wing. Here's Meacham. Meacham, his headman pass intercepted, dumped right back in the Massena zone, bounces in behind the net. Raiders lead it 2-1 here. We're in the first period. 3 goals coming in quick succession here in the period. In fact, the Spaulding goal and the Massena goal on the clock, it was the same time because they forgot to start the clock, but it was about 5 seconds after the Spaulding goal. Raiders don't clear the zone. Here's a shot, but there's a whistle as Cameron gets knocked down, and I think we're going to have our first penalty of the game, and it's going to go against Spaulding, probably for roughing or tripping. Oh, a hit from behind against Spaulding as Eric Wiggins gets the call for a hit from behind, and the Raiders will go on the power play here. Massena leading at 2-1 here, 8:05 remaining in the first period. Face-off will be just outside the Massena zone. Again, a 2-1 lead for the Raiders, and they go on the power play here. We've got Robidoux out there with power, and who is the, we'll pick up the other one in a moment. Oh, that's Joey Ward. Ben Nightingale drops it back to Cameron, who's playing the other point. Here comes Cameron. Stick handles it across, right down the middle. He's going to drop it for Scotty Power in the corner. Power bangs it behind the net for Ward. Oh, it bounced, took a weird bounce and bounced right in front of the net. Had the right idea there, it just didn't work. Back in the Massena zone now. Picked up by Cameron. He'll skate ahead. Out of the zone. Here comes Cameron building up the head of steam. Right down the middle again. Here's Cameron trying to bust his way through. He finally gets knocked down. Power comes up with a puck, looks to center, but it's knocked away. And it's moved out to center ice. And it's picked up by Ben Nightingale. Nightingale goes to Cameron again. Cameron back to Nightingale. Nightingale just bangs it to the Massena line. Comes back to Cameron. He whacks at it. Thigeson takes it by him. Here's Thigeson. He's got a man breaking. He's going to shoot, and he fired it up over the net. And the Raiders clear it out. Joey Ward with it. Here comes Ward busting in the off wing. Here's Ward looking to center. Power goes after it in the corner. Scotty Power lost his edge, goes down, trying to get back up again, whacks at it. Coming in to pick it up is Clint Kerwin. Back to Ben Nightingale. He's got room. He winds a shot deflected by Power. Nice save by the goalie. Here's a shot just wide. Rebound. Kerwin score! Clint Kerwin from almost behind the net, and the Raiders go ahead 3-1. So Clint Kerwin, did he bank it off the goalie? I'll tell you what, he was almost behind the net when he took that shot, and he banked it off the goalie. And now the goalie is coming over to the bench as the Raiders take a 3-1 lead here. 6:42 remaining in the first period. And a power play goal for the Massena Red Raiders, and we'll have to pick a Powerade power play winner here. Want to pick one out of there? And the winner is Leah Spatafor of Churchill Avenue in Massena. Congratulations, you win a case of Powerade. Leah Spatafor, congratulations. Now the goaltender is injured. He's over at the bench. Sean Kellogg, I'm not sure who got the assist on that. They haven't made any announcements. I guess we'll have to check between periods. But probably my guess would be probably Scott Power. He would be one. But we'll wait and see in the official. But Kellogg definitely had the 2 goals right in quick succession. Reardon, that was Kerwin's goal there. Yeah, Clint Kerwin got the power play goal. And let's see, or probably, I'm not sure if Power might have had an assist on that too. So the Raiders, I'll have to listen back to my tape and find out, but the Raiders have taken a 3-1 lead here. When was the last time we scored 3 goals in the first period? If ever. Puck bounces in behind the net. Seacott after it. He's ridden into the boards by Landry. The puck squirts free. Seacott from his knees looks to pass it, bounces it back to the point. Buffum shot deflected in front. Save made, and it's covered up by Dan Leonard. And what a heads-up play by Eric Seacott, as he was on his knees, but he had the puck on his stick, and he waited and waited. He saw the opening to Jeremy Buffum, fed it to him. Buffum got a good shot off, low to the ice, and a good save by Dan Leonard kept it only 3-1. Raiders lead at 3-1, 6:19 left on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Eric Seidman's line coming out now against Anthony DiAgostino, taking the face-off to Farmer. His shot, Seacott, saved, made on the backhand, and it's picked up by DiAgostino. Into the circle, another shot, glove save by goaltender Leonard. The Raiders buzzing around the net right now. Shane Farmer initially got the shot on a nice pass from Anthony DiAgostino. Good save, another good chance for Massena and Seacott, and another good save. Off the draw, Farmer trying to come up with it in the corner. DiAgostino, it bounces to the point. Wonky keeps it in. His pass intercepted, and it just trickles out to center ice. Picked up there, Salvatore. He shoots it from just inside the blue line. Takes a funny bounce into the corner. After it there is Seacott. He kicks it free to Drew Wonky. Wonky rips it around behind the net for DiAgostino. Doesn't clear the zone. Bounces in behind Wonky again. Drew Wonky moves it ahead out to center ice. Dump back in again. Bounces right on. It's going to be an offsides as the puck went right on net before Spaulding had a chance to clear the zone. 5:41 left in the first period, and the Massena Red Raiders lead on a score of 3-1. And they played some pretty inspired hockey here in the first period. Joe Ward coming out with Jeff Slack and Clint Kerwin. And Kerwin finally got a goal. He's had some great opportunities the last few games, but unable to convert. Well, he got one there from behind the net. Off the faceoff, puck goes inside Spaulding territory. Ward tries to glove it ahead. It bounces into the circle, but is picked up there by Devin Landry. Long headman pass will go all the way down the net, on the ice, and right on net, as a matter of fact. And Nat Smythe covered it up and held on for the faceoff with Andy Mountford rushing in on him. Faceoff will be in the Massena zone. Right side, Lawrence will draw against Ward. Off the draw, the puck comes to Thygeson. Trying to bounce it into the corner. Goes right along the blue line and trickles out to center ice, back in again. David Park will move it ahead. Here's Park across the red line. Dumps it deep. Inside the territory of Spaulding. Ripped around the boards by Landry. Durant keeps it in at the point. Flips it in the corner. Jeffrey Slack, backhand pass in front, knocked down, and they fire it down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Spaulding, and that'll move the faceoff back inside their territories. Both teams will make a line change. 4:58 left in the first period. 3-1 our score in favor of the Massena Red Raiders. Massena coming back out with a Hazel line. Hazel, Meacham, and Cameron. And we'll pick up Spaulding in a minute. I think that's Lawrence out there off the draw. Hazel to Meacham, back to Hazel, in behind the net. Here's Hazel with it. Runs into some traffic, has it knocked away. And it's moved by Spaulding out to center ice. Reardon, his head man, goes by everybody down the ice. And icing waved off as Benji Nightingale drops it over on the other side for Carroll to Cameron. Cameron bangs it off the boards, out to center ice, bounces by everybody. Lunt after it for Spaulding, and he moves it just across the blue line. Cameron has to wait for his wings, didn't wait long enough as the whistle blows and offsides will be called. And the faceoff moves back outside Spaulding territory. 3-1, the Massena Red Raiders leading on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Game 1. Or actually, this is game 2 tonight. Game 1 for the Massena Red Raiders on the weekend. This is their 3rd game of the week. They had a win against Malone, a tie against Ogdensburg. They're leading right now 3-1 against Spaulding. Off the face-off, puck in the Spaulding zone. They dump it down the ice. And that's got to be an icing, I would think. No, they wave it off. Puck ripped around the boards to Cameron. Cameron bangs it ahead for Hazel. Hazel trying to split the D, takes it across. Here's Hazel, knocked away. And down the ice it goes into the Massena zone. Brian Carroll after it. Here's Carroll, lost it off the end of his stick, then moves it. Took a funny bounce off I think the official, but Cameron picks it up. Here's Michael Cameron. Michael takes it across, gets a shot off, right on the rebound, covered up by Dan Leonard. Cameron tried to go wide to the right side, and he just got around, got a weak shot off. And Leonard had to make the save and hold on for the face-off. And the lines will change again as the Raiders coming out with a Scott Power line. Sean Kellogg, who's got 2 goals in this first period, is back out on the ice. And Matt Robidoux as well.
Look at him with his stick on the ice. He's ready again.
That's right. He's got his stick on the ice, ready to go. Power will take the face-off off the draw. Scotty wins it back to the point. Buffum winds up his shot through traffic. Oh, big save by Dan Leonard. Great shot by Jeremy Buffum, low into the ice. Drew Wonky dumps back in the zone, back out again. And it's picked up by Wonky. Bangs it off the boards. Deep inside Spaulding territory. Landry back after it. Picks up a forechecker, almost lost it. Bangs it ahead and trickles out. Thigeson, headman pass from Montfort. Montfort lost it at the blue line, gets it back again. Flips it ahead. Here's Lawrence, a shot. Knocked down in front by Buffum. And the puck cleared by the Raiders back out to center ice. After it, Robidoux knocked away from him. Thigeson makes a good move, makes another good move. Drop pass, here's the shot, goes in behind the net. Rebound in front, right across the goal mouth. It bounces in behind again. Scotty Power with it. He'll wrap it around the boards. Landry will keep it in at the point. Bouncing puck comes back to the blue line. Landry keeps it in again. Flips it over on the other side. Here's a shot, save made. Rebound goes in behind Thigeson. His pass intercepted. Robidoux breaks it out of there. Here's Matt Robidoux. Raiders want a line change as Robidoux just flips it in the zone. Raiders are going to get caught on the change if they don't watch out. Thigeson breaking in the zone, but it's taken away, and he gets it back again. His pass knocked down by DiAgostino. Anthony back the other way. Seacott. Here's Seacott, takes it across, has it poke checked away, and we have a whistle.
Too many men.
We're going to have a whistle for too many men on the ice, I do believe. Charlie Pitts caught that one too, didn't he?
He had some help. The crowd helped him on that.
Spaulding sent 2 guys out, only got 1 guy back. That means there's 1 too many on the ice, and that's a bench minor as the Raiders will go back on the power play here. Oh, wait a minute here. Yeah, here we go. Who's going to serve the penalty? I think it's going to be Angelo DiAgostino serving the penalty. Now Charlie's coming over to straighten things up here. It's a bench minor for too many men on the ice, and the Raiders go back on the power play, leading 3-1. Meacham coming out, Cameron and Kerwin, Jeff Slack, Nightingale. Reardon off the face-off. Meacham wins it ahead to Kerwin, back to the point. Nightingale trying to slip it through, knocked away down the ice. Puck comes deep in Massena territory and is cleared around the boards by goaltender Nathaniel Smythe to Cameron. Michael carries it ahead. Head man to Meacham. Here's Meacham down the left wing. He'll dump it around the boards. Kerwin pinches in, picks it up. Trying to go back to the point. It's knocked away by Strathen, now Kerwin takes it away. Nice check by Meacham. Kerwin looks to step, goes to Meacham. Back to the point. Raiders moving it around the horn. Meacham skates in. His shot, save made. And that was right at Dan Leonard. And Leonard made the save and holds on for the face-off. 1:57 left in the first period. 54 seconds left in the penalty. The bench minor for too many men on the ice. Now they make penalty killing changes. Coming out there, Seidman. He'll be out there, also Nick Salvatore. Meacham will take face-off left side. Inside Spaulding territory. Spaulding wins the draw. Comes to Nightingale. He keeps it to Meacham. Meacham to Kerwin in front, short side. Save, rebound, high over the net. They bang at it. Goes in behind. Around the horn. Kerwin with it. He gets tied up and goes back to the point with it. Here's Cameron. Fakes the shot. Goes in the corner. Slack. Lost his edge, but it goes to Kerwin. Kerwin goes to Meacham. Still 30 seconds left. Back to Nightingale. Back to Meacham. Steps in the circle. His shot. Kick save made. Puck around the boards. Cameron keeps it in. Goes to Slacks. Oh, nice move by Slacks. Skates in front. Good defensive move, though, to cover up on the play by Strachan. Puck around the horn. Meacham. Meacham steps by one. Goes to Kerwin in front. And it goes to Slack. He couldn't get the stick on it. Here's another shot from the side. And it goes up off the goalie's stick. And up into the stands. The Raiders moving the puck all the way around and getting some good opportunities, but haven't been able to score on this power play. They scored earlier in a power play. Massena leads 3-1 with 1:12 left in the first period. Anthony DiAgostino will take the face-off now against David Lawrence. Off the draw, DiAgostino trying to go back to the point, knocked away. Thigeson, he'll dump it. Down the ice it goes, and that's going to take care of the power play right there. Drew Wonky gets it back again from Buffum. Wonky goes ahead to Buffum. Buffum moves it out of the zone, gets it back again, dumps it ahead to the Crimson line. Back to Thigeson. He'll start out for the Crimson. He can move it. He's going to dump it high in the air, gloved by Smythe, and he's going to hold on for the face-off. We're down to 41 seconds left in the period. Period number one. Raiders lead 3-1 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Shane Farmer out to take the face-off for Massena. He'll face against David Lawrence. Off the draw, Lawrence wins it. Here's a quick shot, trickles right on, and Smythe will cover up and hold on for another face-off. And the Raiders make a line change here as the power line comes back out from Massena. Power out there with Robidoux and Kellogg. Lawrence stays out there with his mates for the Crimson. Face-off left side, Massena zone, won again by the Crimson. Here's Lawrence in behind the net. Trying to center it in front, the shot. Save made Smythe, and a good one. Puck around the boards. Kellogg, he'll start it out. Here comes Sean Kellogg. Moves it across, flips it into the corner. 23 seconds, Sean goes after it. Looks to center, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Picked up there by Munford. Munford to Thigeson. Here's Thigeson into the Massena zone. Thigeson gets by the Massena defenseman, takes it in front, short side shot. Save made by Smythe as he had it covered up. 8 seconds left. Here comes Robidoux with 5 seconds left, and he overskated, gets it back again, dumps it, and with 1 second left, that'll take care of the period. So the Raiders come up with 3 goals after trailing 1-0, but they come up with 3 goals and lead this game through one period, 3-1. Our broadcast tonight on WMSA brought to you by Seaway Tire, located on East Orvis Street in Massena. Be sure to stop down and see the gang at Seaway Tire. Also by the members of the Seacom Federal Credit Union, 30 Stern Street, Massena, and on Andrew Street in Massena. Massena Building Supplies, 70 Water Street, downtown Massena. Homestead Dairies, West Hatfield, and the corner of North Main and Maple Street in Massena. Also brought to you by Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, downtown Massena. By Reynolds Metals, St. Lawrence Reduction Plant, working together, their quality shines through. By North Country Savings Bank, 22 Phillip Street in Massena. By Seaway Orthopedics, the home of the Seaway Fitness Center, located on Outer Andrew Street in Massena. Also by Coca-Cola, sponsors of the Power Flow Power Goal Contest, and we gave away a case of Powerade. Leah Spatafor of Churchill Avenue, Massena, is the winner. Leah wins a case of delicious Powerade by Coca-Cola. Also Massena Savings and Loan at 255 Main Street, Massena, and Nationwide Insurance at 229 East Orvis Street in Massena. And again, through one period of play, the Massena Red Raiders are leading on a score of 3-1. We'll give you a quick rundown of the goal scorers. We don't have all the stats. We'll check on them in a moment. But Tim Plant scored the first goal of the game at the 5:37 mark. Alan Reardon and Eric Wiggins getting the goal, or getting the assist. And it was Spaulding leading Massena 1-0. Raiders came back just about 5 seconds later, right off the ensuing face-off, as Sean Kellogg came in and scored. We don't have the assist, but we'll pick him up in a moment. And that was at 5:42. Just a few seconds later at 5:55, same shift as a matter of fact, Kellogg got his second goal of the game. I believe Scotty Power picked up an assist on that. And then the Raiders picked up a power play goal at the 8:18 mark, Clint Kerwin getting the power play goal. Shots on net in the first period, Massena outshot Spaulding 16-11. Penalties, both to Spaulding. Eric Wiggins went off at 6:55, a hit from behind. The Raiders made him pay when Clint Kerwin got the power play goal, almost from behind the net as he banked it off the goaltender. And then at 12:27, a bench minor to Spaulding for too many men on the ice. The Raiders all around the net, but were unable to put it home that time, and they continue to lead it 3-1. So that's where we are after one period of play. The Massena Red Raiders leading the Crimson of Spaulding on a score of 3-1. First game went to overtime. What a great game it was as St. Joe's beat Greece on a score of 5-4. That goal coming at the 3:01 mark of the overtime period. Right here, it's 3-1 Massena through one. We're going to take a break back to our WMSA studios. We have ABC News by tape delay. The overtime, and it was A.J. Greco scoring the winner at 3:01 of the overtime period. Gary Hill led the attack for St. Joseph's with a pair of goals. Jonathan Scott had a couple of assists. He's a flashy defenseman. And it was Andy Rice, a goal and an assist for Greece. Also with a pretty good game, although he didn't show up on the scoreboard all that much, was Joe McCardle. And he had a pretty good game as well. He is huge. Joe McCardle, he's about 6'2", weighs about I would guess about 205. And he can also move with that puck. He's a good hockey player. So Massena will be seeing one of those two teams tomorrow. If they can hold on here and win this hockey game, they would see St. Joseph's. But we'll have to wait and see. We still have 2 periods to go here. So there's still a lot of hockey to be played before this one is over. Again, my normal partner in crime, Dave McLennan, unable to make the game tonight. Unfortunately, he will not be here tomorrow either. But we're thinking about him, and we certainly appreciate his help throughout the year. The Crimson Tide of Spaulding and the Red Raiders of Massena. The scoreboard reads 3-1 for Massena. The officials are back out on the ice. Billy Foster and Charlie Pitts. And we're still waiting for the two teams to make their appearance as the buzzer has sounded a couple of times. Here comes Massena. Massena led by goaltender Nathaniel Smythe. Nat had 10 saves in that first period, a couple of them of the very good variety. And now coming out on the ice, the Crimson Tide of Spaulding. Spaulding coming in at 13-3. The Raiders really jumping out on the ice. That first period made them really, they got them fired up a little bit. Let's see if they can maintain that edge. They certainly had an outstanding second period in Ogdensburg on Wednesday. Let's hope that they can have one here this evening against this Spaulding team. 3-1 Massena leading. 2 goals by Sean Kellogg in that first period. The other goal by Clint Kerwin on the power play. And it was Tim Plant scoring the first goal of the game to give Spaulding a very brief lead. They led for about 5 seconds. Right off the ensuing faceoff, Massena came down and tied it up on Sean Kellogg's first goal of the game. And then Kellogg scored just 13 seconds later. And the Raiders had a lead 2-1. They were to get another goal on the power play. Nat Smythe will be defending the goal to our right, and it's going to be Dan Leonard now defending the goal to our left, the lobby end goal here at the Massena Arena. Spaulding, though, coming in and missing their first-line center. I was talking to Coach Topper McFawn. He is out for disciplinary reasons, which can tend to hurt a little bit. So that probably hurts them. Talked about their inexperienced defense. Defensemen mostly sophomores and a few juniors, and it shows out there a little bit as Massena's been able to pinch the puck in a lot and keep a lot of pressure on the young Spaulding defense. Yes, indeed. Coming out will be David Lawrence, Andy Muntford, and Corey Thigeson. And these guys, this first line of Spaulding can really dangle. These guys can move the puck very, very well. They're not very big, but they're quick. And they move the puck around. Massena, on the other hand, with their first line coming out, very big. Hazel out there with Cameron and Meacham. And now the water bottle goes down to Nathaniel. And we'll have a face-off to open the second period. Off the draw, Cameron bangs at it into the zone. It goes. Meacham chasing it down. Here's Meacham looking to center, goes to the side of the net. In behind, picked up by the defenseman D'Agostino. Doesn't clear the zone. Carroll keeps it in, dumps it in the corner for Hazel. Hazel lets it go to Cameron. Here's Cameron, back to Carroll. On the fly, his shot deflected right on. And holding on for the face-off is Leonard. And what do we got? We're going to have a penalty on Spaulding as Mike Cameron got knocked down right in front of the net. And that's going to be a roughing call against Thigeson, I believe. So Corey Thigeson, what he didn't like was the goaltender Leonard was bobbling the puck a little bit, and Cameron got him with a stick. And Thigeson railed him, but it's going to be a penalty against Spaulding, and the Raiders will go on the power play here. And Spaulding wanted to make a change, but not going to be allowed. Billy Foster says, off the ice, boys. So Meacham will take the face-off, wins the draw. Back to the point it goes. Back to Meacham at the 45. He goes in front. Kerwin shot, score! Clint Kerwin picks up his second power play goal, and the Raiders lead it 4-1. That is exactly how the overload is supposed to work. And it will be very simple to call that one. Meacham will pick up one assist along with Ben Nightingale. So the Raiders pick up their fourth goal on the power play, their second power play goal of the game, and we got to pick another winner. We're giving away some power aid now, finally. It's been a long time in coming this season. And we'll have to open that one up, I guess. Oh, we got the name on it. Anyway, we'll figure that out in a moment. In the meantime, we're back to play here, and Slack picks up the puck off the faceoff and dumps it in. Chad Amo is our winner. Chad Amo, congratulations. Meacham picking up an assist, and Ben Nightingale. That was an easy one to call as the Raiders lead it 4-1. Now the puck comes bouncing around and out to center ice. Here comes the shot, but the whistle blows on the offsides as the Spaulding forward is impeded just enough at the blue line to force the offside. Raiders lead it 4-1, getting a power play goal in the first minute of the second period. And that certainly helps to see Massena starting to put the puck in the net on the power play. That's 2 in this game. They had 2 against Ogdensburg off the faceoff. Slack didn't see it. Following up those, Joey Ward, and he'll dump it deep in Spaulding territory. Back after Corey Burke, heavy into the boards. Slack picks up the loose puck, circles, looks to go back. No, he's going to back it in front. Kerwin shot, score! Clint Kerwin! And Clint picks up the hat trick, a natural hat trick for Kerwin as he beat goaltender Leonard on the backhand, and the Raiders go ahead 5-1. Nice feed from Jeffrey Slack. Slack will pick up one assist. I don't know if there'll be another one or not, but the Red Raiders have taken a 5-1 lead here in the second period. Shane Farmer coming back out now for Massena. Seacott and D'Agostino are the 2 wingers. It's going to be Reardon's line out there for Spaulding. 5-1, the Raiders lead, and Clint Kerwin has a natural hat trick for Massena. He had the 3rd, 4th, and 5th goals for Massena. Slack getting the only assist. Off the faceoff, Raiders control the puck. Headman comes to D'Agostino. He gets knocked away. Puck bounces. Chaz Hearn pinches in, flips it ahead, has it knocked away, and it comes to Seacott. Seacott out by his own blue line. He'll skate it. He'll go over to Travis Durant. Durant picks it up off the boards, trying to whack at it, has it knocked away, then flips it in the Spaulding zone. Dumped right back out to Plant. Plant trying to go by the check, and Hearn can't come up with it, has it swept away. Here's a quick shot, hit the goalpost. That had Smythe beat. They center it, goes back out by the high slot. Backhander, nice save. And I don't know if Nat saw that, but he was in front of it. Raiders running around a little bit. Puck goes wide into the corner. This all started when Massena failed to clear the zone. Now they do clear the zone out to center ice. Dumped to the Massena line. Farmer is there, bangs it ahead. Intercepted by Plant. He dumps inside Massena territory. Hearn, long headman pass for Seacott, goes too far. Intercepted. Following Travis Durant, flips it ahead for Seacott. He just deflects it in the corner. Back after it, Strachan, the defenseman. Strachan gets upended. The puck squirts free to the blue line and out to center ice. And nobody wants to pick it up. Finally, Nightingale comes back after it. Here's Ben Nightingale. He's going to skate it. Here comes Nightingale down the left wing side. Goes by one. Nightingale goes by two. Gets a shot out, but it's wide. Puck in behind. Picked up in front to the blue line. Here's a shot by Carroll wide. Rebound. Power turns it around. Looked to center it. And unfortunately, couldn't get a piece of it. In behind, Robidoux. Robidoux has it taken away, but Power is there. Poke checks it. Comes to Kellogg. Here's Sean Kellogg. Back toward the blue line. Trying to flip it in the corner, but Landry is there. And he's going to rip it around the boards. Doesn't get out of the zone. Nightingale looks to keep it in. He flips it on the backhand in the corner. Power is there. Scotty does the move. Here's Scott Power. Dipsy doodles. Trying to flip it to the side of the net. Kellogg after it. He overskated. The puck ripped around the boards. Carroll pinches in. Kicks it. Has it knocked away. And out to center ice it goes. Ben Nightingale is there at the Massena blue line. Picking it up. Nightingale's headman goes by everybody, but it's going to be right on net. And Leonard has to make the save. And he's going to flip it ahead, but Robidoux is there. He leaves it for Power. Power in behind, looks to center. Nobody home for Massena's. Kellogg got upended in front of the net. And here comes Spaulding to the Massena line, but Carroll's there to intercept the pass. Goes to Ben Nightingale. Nightingale's headman flips ahead. Power, he's going to dump it. This line's been out there for a long time, but they're still out there. Puck around the boards, and it's out to center ice. Trickles into Massena zone. Jeremy Buffum trying to flip it ahead. Gets it back again. Has it taken away. Buffum trying to tie it up in the corner. Bounces in behind. Wonky after it. He cranks it back to the blue line. Kept in, back out, back in. Raiders look to clear and do. Headman pass. Meant for Meacham. Goes by him. Went off somebody. Icing waved off. Puck ripped around the boards as they try to move it out of the zone. Kept in at the point. Wonky. He overskated. Here comes back Seidman. Has it knocked away. Somebody made a good play. That was Buffum. Great play backing up. Here comes Wonky's headman pass to Cameron. Goes by Cameron. Trickles inside Spaulding territory. Raiders lead 5-1. Meacham gets there first, trying to flip it back to Buffum at the point. He's upended. The puck squirts down the ice. Here comes Wiggins with it. His headman in the zone. Wonky's there to break it up. Flips it ahead to the blue line. Cameron has it knocked away. Trickles back out, but doesn't get out of the zone. Here's the shot. Hit the goalpost, and Smythe covers up. Another case of the Raiders, a little sloppy in their own end, didn't clear the puck when they had the chance. That time it hits the goaltender's best friend, the goalpost, and Nat Smythe covered it up. 10:19 left to go in the second period. Raiders lead it 5-1 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Face-off left side. Lawrence will take the draw against Joe Ward. Off the face. It comes in the corner for Munford. Munford trying to go back to Lawrence. Intercepted Kerwin. He moves it out to center ice. In fact, that'll be an icing call against Massena, as it was a little bit too far for everybody. Clint Kerwin, natural hat trick here tonight for the Massena Red Raiders. He's got goals 3, 4, and 5 on the evening. Face-off moves back in Massena territory. Ward will draw against David Lawrence. Off the face-off, puck goes to Park. Park rips it around the boards for Jeffrey Slack. Slack turns around, had a jump over a stick. Here's a shot from the point. Bounces in behind. Park picks it up again. Centered it, but to the wrong team. Smythe has to make the save. Park looks to tie it up behind the net. And finally the whistle blows and we'll have a face-off. David Park tried to rip it around behind the net, but instead it went right to the Spaulding player on the side of the net, and Nat Smythe had to make a short side save. Unfortunately, the Massena defensemen are so quick to get rid of it. They just throw it away. They're not showing much confidence, and they don't look. Of course, in some cases they're young, but in some cases there's some of the veterans that are doing the same thing. Off the face-off, puck goes out to the 45. Park throws a check. Lunt trying to keep it in, he did. Dumps it in behind. David Park picks it up, rips it around the boards, out toward the blue line, trickles out to center ice, dumped right back in again. Delay offsides, Raiders control. Headman pass, kicked down the ice, another icing call. No, they wave it off, and the puck cleared by Dan Leonard, the goalie, into the corner. Ward lets it go back to the point. Flipped in behind. That's Paul Brownell who's out there for his first shift. And it's poke checked away from slack and dumped to center ice. Park is there to flip it right back in the zone as offsides will be called as the shot was right on. 9:13 left in the second period. Raiders lead it 5-1 here. A couple of goals in this period by Clint Kerwin, one on the power play. Shane Farmer out there now. Anthony DiAgostino, Eric Seacott. It's going to be Alan Reardon's line out for Spaulding. Off the draw, Farmer wins it, takes it across, flips, almost got through to DiAgostino, but went off a leg, and back comes Spaulding. Intercepted, bouncing in the zone. We got a delay offsides. Will the Raiders clear it? They clear it. The Spaulding clears it anyway, that comes right back in. Now Massena waving at it. Carroll trying to come up with it, comes to Nightingale. He rips it around for DiAgostino. Anthony moves it ahead out to center ice. Dumped right back in again. Picked up by Nightingale. Nightingale moves for DiAgostino to Farmer. Farmer, did he get a stick on it? Apparently, icing waved off. It comes to Strachan. Strachan gets tied up by Farmer. The puck squirts free. Seacott digs for it to Farmer. Farmer centers it right on, and the save is made. Bodies are flying in front of the net, and holding on for the faceoff is Dan Leonard. We're down 8:31 left in the second period. Still 5-1 Massena. Faceoff will be inside Spaulding territory to the right of goaltender Dan Leonard. DiAgostino stays out there. He'll take the faceoff. And now coming back out will be Lawrence Thigeson and Muntford for Spaulding. Off the draw, puck sits in the circle, quick shot right off the faceoff by DiAgostino, and the save is made by Leonard. As Anthony won the draw, it dropped right at his feet. He got a quick shot, not a lot on it, but it was right on. And Leonard holds on, and we'll do it all over again to the right side. Drop the puck. DiAgostino this time doesn't win it. It's cleared around the boards. Buffum pinches in, keeps it in nicely, winds up the big drive. Save right on. And the puck comes back to Wonky at the other point. He flips it in the corner. In behind the net it goes. Seacott is there. Spanky to DiAgostino, knocked away from him by Muntford. And here comes Thigeson out to center ice. Wonky will pick it up at his own blue line. Drew Wonky with the puck. Bangs it ahead. Goes by everybody. Trickles slowly inside Spaulding territory. Picked up by Angelo DiAgostino, the defenseman. Dumped down the ice into the Massena zone. Stopped by Smythe in behind. He'll leave for Buffum, who wraps it around the boards for Seacott. Seacott moves it ahead out to center ice. Meant for Robidoux. Robidoux's got it. Lost his edge. Flips it ahead for Power. He didn't see it coming. Back to the blue line. Kept in Robidoux momentarily. Bounces free. Thigeson picks it up. Knocked away from him. Now it comes to Seidman. Wonky just checked him good. And is that going to be a penalty?
Billy. That's a great check. That's a great check.
It's going to be an interference on Wonky, and the puck was pretty close to on his stick, basically. So Wonky gets called for interference, and now we're going to see the Spaulding power play. That coming at the 7:30 mark of the period.
Jump.
So the faceoff will come to the right side, inside Massena territory. Matt Robidoux out there to try to kill it off with Sean Kellogg. Off the faceoff, puck in the corner. Raiders bounce it to the blue line, not out of the zone. Back in the circle, back to the point. They bounce it right in front. Blocked nicely, comes to Robidoux, and he dumps it down the ice. That was Paul Brownell, who made a pretty good defensive play there in front of the net. Now Kellogg trying to put some pressure on. Robidoux gets the puck. Here's Matt Robidoux with it, looking for Kellogg. He's going to waste a little time, dumps it in the corner, and Thigeson will pick it up. Kellogg battles with him. Here's Sean Kellogg, goes after it. He's got the puck. Kellogg has it knocked away. Thigeson, he moves it ahead. And here comes Spaulding. Plant takes it in the Massena zone. Plant gets it back again. Shot, score. And Spaulding taking advantage of a little bit of inexperience on the Massena defensive core. So a power play goal for Spaulding makes it 5-2. That goal coming at the 8-minute and 12-second mark of the period. I believe it was Plant. We'll wait and see on the official. But it was a nice give-and-go play. And right through the 5-hole.
Both the defender and
Yep, yeah, that's right. The defender and the goalie. Hazel will take the face-off against Seidman. Off the draw. Puck goes up into the bench, and we'll do it all over again. Raiders lead 5-2 here in the second period. The Spaulding Crimson Tide has just scored a power play goal. Yet is Plant. Mumford picks up the assist. He made a nice pass. Now the puck back in the zone. Here's a chance for Meacham. Hit the crossbar. Oh, he had Leonard beat, and he rang it off the crossbar up into the wall, and we'll face it off again. And of course, the face-off will move outside the zone as Eric Meacham with a great opportunity, and he rang it off the crossbar. Yes, ping. So the face-off will move outside the zone. Seidman will face off against Hazel again. Now they're going to toss Hazel, and Cameron will come over and take the face-off. Nope, Meacham will come over and take the face-off. Off the draw, puck goes right across the blue line, right back out again, right back in again. Flipped in behind the net, stopped by Leonard. No, he kind of let it get away from him. Defenseman trying to rip it around the boards. And it comes to Duncan. Did he clear the zone? No, he didn't. Meacham centers it in front. Ooh, deflected just wide by Cameron. Good attempt by Massena. In behind, Cameron throws a check. Puck comes back to the blue line. Dumped right back in the corner. Bounces over Cameron's stick. Comes over to Strachan. Strachan loses it. Hazel bodied out of the play. Meacham cruising for it. Goes to Cameron. Here's Cameron back to Meacham. Shot. He fired it wide. And I think somebody had a stick raised, and the puck dumped down the ice. And somebody touched it, so they waved the icing off. And Smythe stops it behind. Headman goes to Cameron. Out the zone. Here comes Hazel. Hazel crosses, trying to flip it through, but it's knocked out to center ice. And we got another penalty, and that's going to go against the Crimson Tide for holding, as the Raiders were 2-on-1, and the clutch by Kevin Strachan, and that'll give Massena a power play here with 5:43 left in the second period. Raiders lead at 5-2. And where's the face-off going to be? Face-off going to be out by the red line, because that's where he touched it. Yep. Let's see here. Robidoux, Power, and Ward coming out. Cameron playing 1 point along with the Nightingale. And the puck comes to Nightingale. He goes to Cameron, back to Nightingale, back to Cameron. Cameron starts down the ice. Here's Cameron taking it across, flips it in the corner for Ward. Ward in after it, picks it up, gathers it, and goes to Cameron, or to Robidoux at the 45. Back to Cameron, winds up his shot, golfed. That goes high and wide. Nightingale in behind, flipped around to Robidoux from Power. Here's Matt Robidoux, another penalty.
Another hold.
And another holding call. And it's going to be against Massena, Joe Ward. So Joe Ward picks up a penalty, and that'll nullify the power play. And so the face-off will move outside the zone again. 5:15 left in the second period. Raiders lead it on a score of 5-2. So now we're going to be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders.
Hey, skate!
Power takes it across, winds up, shot, and that was gloved. I think Leonard got a piece of it. It may have been over the net anyway. Nightingale head to Robidoux. Robidoux moving it right in front, knocked away, gets it back again at the 45. Back to the point. Gets it back, flips it in the corner for Power. Scotty Power with it. Back to Robidoux in front, trying to get the shot off, and he can't do it. And here comes the Crimson out to center ice. They got the headman, and Nightingale broke it up at the last second. And I mean just barely. Cameron back the other way. Cameron takes it across, flips it in the corner. In behind the net, puck ripped around the boards by Landry, and out to center ice. They got a man breaking, knocked away again. And the puck picked up by Thigeson, and he flips it across the blue line. And we're down to 13 seconds in the 4-on-4. Now Nightingale's going to flip it right on, and the save made by Leonard. He leaves it in behind for his defenseman, D'Agostino. Hard check thrown by Robidoux. Puck goes in the corner and around the boards and out to center ice, Thigeson. Headman goes by everybody. That'll be an icing call. They waved off the icing. I can't believe it. And now Drew Wonky gets hauled down. Power flips it down the ice, and it bounces by everybody inside the territory. It comes to Slack. Here's Slack, quick snapshot, block, gets it back again, whacks at it, goes right on, and is poked free by Clint Kerwin, centers it right in front, Slack, shot, save, and a good one by Leonard. 3:43 left in period number 2, and on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, Massena continues to lead at 5-2. Face-off the penalties, by the way, have elapsed, both of them, and the face-off will come inside Spaulding territory. Ward will take the draw against Seidman. Off the face-off. Ward trying to go back to the point. He goes by Buffum. Now there's going to be a foot race for it, and it's won by Spaulding, but Drew Wonky gets back to bother him just enough. Now the puck flipped around the boards by Jeremy Buffum, and down the ice it goes. Don't think it's going to go far enough for icing. Stratham in behind. Ward takes him into the boards. Puck squirts free. Around the horn it goes. Massena cruising, goes to Ward. Ward trying to center, but it hits the net, and the goalie holds on for the faceoff. 3:13 left, and lines will change here. As coming out will be the Farmer line. Farmer with DiAgostino and Seacott. See if Spaulding makes a change. As I think they're going to go right back with the Lawrence line. No. Yep. Going to be Lawrence out there with Montford and Thigason. They get out just about every other time. Face off right side in the Spaulding zone. Off the draw. Here's a quick shot by Farmer. Blocked. Bounces side of the net. Farmer after it. He and Thigason go together. Thigason comes away with it. Flips it out to center ice. Headman knocked down by Brownell. Brownell in behind the net. Gets tied up. Flipped around the boards for Seacott. Seacott, long headman DiAgostino. Anthony can't quite catch up with it. Following up on the play is Hearn. Gets it back again, whacks at it, poke checks it away, and it's dumped into the Massena zone. Brownell after it, in behind the net, whacks it around the boards for DiAgostino. Anthony, headman pass goes out to neutral ice. Dumped right back to the Massena blue line, and across it's Thigason. Thigason gets tied up. The puck bounces free in the corner. Brownell throws a check. Thigason looks to pick up the loose puck. Brownell kicks it ahead. Good play. Now Hearn just dumps it down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against Massena. And we'll have some changes here. 2:16 remaining in the period. Second period, Raiders lead at 5-2 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. And coming out will be the Hazel line. They'll face off against Reardon, Plant, and Wiggins. Plant has both goals. One power play for Spaulding. Puck in behind. Hazel after it. Hazel skates out of the fray. Bangs it ahead for Cameron. Goes by him. Bounces to the red line. Cameron pokes it away. Meacham gets it right back to Cameron. Here's Cameron trying to flip it to Hazel. Hazel gets tied up behind Meacham. Poke checked away. Poor Eric Meacham. We got a penalty anyway on Spaulding. But poor Eric Meacham, he's been snake bit. He's had some great chances in this game, and he's got a goal or a crossbar, and that time he just couldn't get a stick on the puck. And now the Crimson will pick up a penalty on Devin Landry. And the Raiders go on the power play here with 1:56 remaining in the second period. Meacham out there along with, now wait a minute here, changes. They're going to move Kellogg out on the wing along with Meacham and Hazel. Off the face-off, it comes to Hazel, goes to Meacham. Meacham tries to go back to the point, and here comes a break for Spaulding. Breaking down the ice is Plant. Plant shot, score! He's got the hat trick. And he's got a natural hat trick. And that's a shorthanded goal for Spaulding. And that'll make it 5-3. As Tim Plant, Massena mistake at their own blue line, and they gave up the blue line, and Plant just picked up the puck and went in on the breakaway. And now it's 5-3 with 1:46 left. That is a shorthanded goal, and that may be the first shorthanded goal Massena's given up this year. Off the face-off, puck back in the Massena zone. Cameron picks it up. Takes it out and starts it ahead.
Number 24.
Here comes Meacham. Meacham, head man. Nightingale flips it in the corner. After D'Agostino, Hazel gets there first, trying to kick it free. It's tied up in the mesh, and we'll have a face-off inside Spaulding territory. 1:22 left in the period. 56 seconds left in the power play for Massena. They've given up a shorthanded goal here, though. And they lead at 5-3, the Raiders do. Meacham will take the face-off inside Spaulding territory. Off the draw, dumped down the ice by Spaulding. Nightingale comes back after it. Starts it out. Here comes Ben Nightingale. He's going to lug the puck himself, take it in the zone, stop out by the blue line, set up the power play. Nightingale goes to Meacham, skates in, his shot, save made and a good one. Dan Leonard with a quick glove makes a good save and holds on for the face-off. Face-off will come inside Spaulding territory again. 1:01 left in the second period. 35 seconds left in the Massena man advantage. Robidoux out there now with Ward and Power. Off the face-off, puck goes in behind the net. Ripped around the boards. Nightingale can't keep it in, has to come back after it. And he gets it back again. Tell you, Nightingale's not having a very good game at that point on the power play. Comes ahead to Robidoux. Robidoux takes it across, trying to drop it back to Cameron, has it poke checked away. Nightingale back after it, dumps it in the zone, in behind the net. And we're down to 10 seconds left in the power play. Back to the point, Cameron. Bangs it ahead, Robidoux knocked away, comes back to Cameron at the point. He'll go to Robidoux. Robidoux steps in front, takes it right front, shots, save, they bang at it. And I thought that was right through the 5-hole, but somehow Leonard made a great save and kept it out. And the face-off will move to his left. I can't believe that didn't go in the net. That was a great save by goaltender Leonard, as Robidoux made a great move breaking in on the left side. That'll take care of the power play. 24 seconds left in period number 2. It's 5-3 in favor of the Massena Red Raiders. So both teams have scored a couple of goals here in the second period. Off the face-off, puck in behind the net. Strachan trying to move it around the horn and does. Out to center ice and down the ice it goes. Smythe comes out to play it. He'll play it around the boards into the corner. After Buffum, poke checked away. Wonky after it. 5 seconds left. Wonky just rips it around the boards, and the puck bounces out to center ice. Power went after it, and it gets away down the ice as the buzzer sounds. And so both teams scoring 2 goals in that period. And so the margin remains a 2-goal Massena advantage. The Raiders lead it 5-3 through 2 periods here in game number 2 of the tournament. The first game, of course, as we mentioned before, went to St. Joseph's in overtime. The Marauders winning the game in overtime 5-4 over Greece. Here it's a 5-3 Massena lead through 2 periods in this second game. Of course, the winner of this game gets St. Joseph's in the championship tomorrow, and the loser gets Greece in the consolation. And neither team is going to be easy to beat, because I was impressed with both clubs in that first game. Again, the scoreboard reads 5-3 in favor of the Massena Red Raiders through 2 periods of play here. Taking a look at the stats. Before we do, though, we do want to tell you that our broadcast on WMSA brought to you by Nationwide Insurance at 229 East Orvis Street in Massena, by Massena Savings and Loan at 255 Main Street, Massena. Coca-Cola, sponsors of the Power Flow Power Goal Contest, and we've given away a couple here as Massena's got a couple of power play goals. Seaway Orthopedics, Outer Andrew Street in Massena. North Country Savings Bank, 22 Phillips Street in Massena. Reynolds Metals, St. Lawrence Reduction Plant, working together. Their quality shines through. By Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, downtown Massena. Homestead Dairies, West Hatfield, and the corner of North Main and Maple in Massena. Massena Building Supplies, 70 Water Street, downtown Massena. Members of Seacom Federal Credit Union, 30 Stern Street, and on Andrew Street in Massena. And by Seaway Tire, located on East Orvis Street in Massena. All sponsors making our broadcast possible here of Massena Red Raider hockey in the Massena Invitational Tournament. Goals in that second period. At the 32nd mark of the period, Clint Kerwin picked up his second goal of the game. Eric Meacham and Ben Nightingale getting the assist. That was a power play goal for Massena. That gave the Raiders a 4-1 lead. Massena made it 5-1 at the 112 mark as Kerwin again lighting the lamp. His natural hat trick, Clint Kerwin from Jeff Slack, and it was 5-1 Massena. Chipping away though, it was Tim Plant at the 8-12 mark from Andy Munford getting a goal. That was a power play goal for Plant, and then Plant got a shorthanded goal from Alan Reardon at the 13-14 mark. So Tim Plant's had a natural hat trick, and he scored a regular strength goal, a power play goal, and a shorthanded goal in this game. Shots on net in the period for Massena 12, a two-period total of 28, and for Spaulding 5, a two-period total of 16. Penalties in the period. It was Spaulding picking up a penalty at the 22nd mark. Corey Thygeson getting a holding call. He was in the box when Kerwin scored the Massena power play goal. Then at the 7.5 mark of the period, Drew Wonke picked up an interference, a questionable interference call, and he was in the box when Spaulding scored their power play goal. Then it was Strachan picking up a holding call at the 9:17 mark. Followed by Joe Ward at 9:45 to keep the Massena power play short. Ward's penalty was for roughing. And then Devin Landry picked up a penalty at the 13:04 mark for slashing. He was in the box when they scored the shorthanded goal. So it's a 5-3 lead for Massena. We have played 2 periods here in the Massena Invitational Tournament. The Raiders lead at 5-3 through 2. Again, we want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Has. The Raiders have been pretty much going with 4 lines the whole game, and Spaulding with 3 lines, and they've been going 1-2-3, 1-2-1-3, 1-2-1-3. That first line getting out there every other shift. Now here comes Spaulding, led by Dan Leonard. Leonard has made some excellent saves, especially in that second period. He made a couple of great saves in close. He'll be defending the goal to our right in this third period, and Massena's Nat Smythe will be defending the goal to our left. Raiders lead it by 2 here. 5-3 our score through 2 periods. Raiders scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Spaulding scored 1 in the first and 2 in the second. So we'll see who takes charge here in the third period. The winner, of course, will meet St. Joseph's in the championship game tomorrow afternoon about 4 o'clock. And the loser will meet Greece in the consolation game at about 1:30. And neither task will be easy. Those 2 teams played into overtime before St. Joe's won it at the 3:01 mark of the overtime period. Corey did? Wow. How about that? Okay, we're about ready to go as the Massena team clustered around their goaltender, Nat Smythe, down to the left of us. And Spaulding over on the bench now as we get ready to start the third period. Again, Raiders lead by 2, 5-3. Looking for a good effort here in the third period to hold on to this lead. Coming out will be David Lawrence with Corey Thygeson and Andy Munford. And who are they going to go out with? DiAgostino on one point, and I guess it's going to be Kevin Strachan on the other. And Massena will start with the Hazel line. Hazel out there, along with Cameron and Meacham. And it's going to be Ben Nightingale and Carroll, Brian Carroll at the points for the Red Raiders. Off the face-off, puck comes into the Massena line, and it's dumped down the ice. That should have been an icing call. For some reason it wasn't, and the Raiders cleared around the boards, move it ahead to center ice. Hazel. Here comes Matt Hazel, goes by one, flips it in the corner. DiAgostino and Hazel both going after it, and Meacham will pick up the puck, has it poke checked away. Hazel says, where is it? There it is. He'll drop it to Meacham, who goes to Cameron. Michael with it, looking to center, knocked away by DiAgostino. He'll move it ahead on the wing, and out to center ice it comes. Munford with it. Here's Munford, long headman pass, intercepted by Nightingale. Lost it off the end of his stick, picks it up, wraps it around the boards. Stopped there by Montfort. Has it poke checked away. Back to the blue line, poked, not out of the zone. They bang at it, still in the zone, flipped in front of the net. Raiders control though. Nightingale starts out. Headman of Cameron. Cameron takes it across, back to Nightingale. He gets by the defenseman. Nightingale shot, save made. And a good save it was. Good job by Corey Thigeson, though, just bothering Nightingale enough, just enough so he couldn't get the good shot off. But a nice give-and-go play by the Raiders, and Mike Cameron sent Nightingale in on the left side. Joe Ward's line out there now, Ward, Slack, and Kerwin. Clint's got 3 goals on the afternoon already off the face-off. Puck controlled by the defenseman Landry. He'll rip it around the boards to the blue line, out to center ice. Wonky picks it up at his own blue line, backhands it ahead for Kerwin. Takes it across. Ooh, that was offsides. Goes to Ward. Ward in front, Slack, score! Tic-tac-toe, and the Raiders pick up their 6th goal of the game and lead it 6-3. I still think that was offsides, though. But we'll take the goal. And the Raiders pick up number 6, and Jeffrey Slack will get it from Kerwin and Ward, I believe is how it's going to read, as the Raiders take a 6-3 lead here early in the 3rd period. That's the way they're supposed to look. Oh, Sanford's back. Slack gets the goal. Ward picks up 1 assist, and Wonky gets the other assist. Okay. Kind of surprised me a little bit. Here's Seacott with a puck. Bounced away from him. Into the zone it goes. And we got an offsides called on Spaulding. And I don't know if that came out of the zone. But the faceoff will move outside. How about that, huh? How much was it? No idea? Oh. Just picked up the wad of money and put it in your pocket, huh? Oh, boy. Off the face-off. Puck dumped in the Massena zone. Trickles right in on net. Picked up by Paul Brownell. Rips it around the boards for Seacott. He gets tied up. Flips it back to Brownell. Brownell lost it in his skates. Says, where is it? He gets tied up by Reardon. The puck bounces free. They battle for it in the corner. And finally it's tied up, and we'll have a whistle. With 13:12 remaining in the 3rd period. 6-3 in favor of Massena. So the Raider boys basketball team won tonight, 58-46. And we have that hockey score. OFA beat Salmon River 6-1 tonight. I think that was at the Golden Dome. Puck in front. Here's a chance, but it's cleared away by DiAgostino. Trying to move it ahead. Gloves it. Bangs it out to center ice. Right back in again. Dumped into the corner. Puck comes in behind the net. Brownell with it. Flips it around the boards. And finally the Raiders move it out to center ice again. Here comes DiAgostino. Moving it ahead for Farmer. He just bangs it off the boards in the corner. Lunt after it. Farmer steps in front. Centers it. It goes in the net. And Seacott had been carried into the net. And so that'll be a man in the crease. There's not much doubt about that. And that'll move the face-off outside the zone as Spanky ended up tied up with the goaltender right in the net. The puck came right to him, too. That's Scotty Power coming out. Power out there with Kellogg and Robidoux. Durant and David Park will play the points. Power trying to barge his way through. Goes to Kellogg. Here's Sean turning around. Backhander goes in behind the net. Matt Robidoux is there. Flipping to Power. Power tries to go back. Has it tied. And a puck cleared. It hits the official. Comes back to the blue line. And out to center ice. Munford with it. Munford taken out of the play. Now that's the same play that they called a penalty on Drew Wonky. Here's Durant with it in the corner. He's upended. The puck comes to Robidoux. Dangles behind the net. Tied up in the corner nicely by Thigeson. Puck squirts free to Mumford out to center ice. Lawrence. Here's Lawrence for Spaulding from center ice. That goes wide. In behind the net. It bounced back, and the Raiders dump it in behind again. That'll come to Travis Durant. Flips it ahead. Robidoux. Robidoux moves it out to center ice. Power after it. He finds it. Has it knocked away. Gets it back. Robidoux. Robidoux skating in after it. In the corner. Centers it right front shot short side. Kellogg almost had his hat trick on a great feed by Matt Robidoux. Here's Robidoux. Puck on a string. He's hauled down. Should have been a penalty. And down the ice it goes. Oh, boy. It's going to roll right through the crease, and icing is waved off as he just got knocked down, and that should have been a penalty. I can't believe they didn't call that. That's an offsides as the puck came back out, back in again. Come on, guys. Wake up. Around the boards it goes. Cameron with it. He flips it ahead out to center ice. Here comes Hazel. Hazel takes it across. Here's Hazel trying to flip it in front to Meacham. Meacham shot, score! And the Raiders go up 7-3 as goalie Leonard came out to play it, and he didn't get much of it. Went right on Meacham's stick. and Meacham scores Massena's 7th goal. And the Meachmeister finally gets his goal tonight, and the Raiders lead at 7-3. 11:06 left in the 3rd period. And we've got Andy Gerard out there now. Andy's going to get a chance to play in center.
22, Eric Meacham.
Meacham gets the goal.
Assist number 24, Matt Hazel.
Hazel gets 1 assist, and that's it. Meacham from Hazel, and it's 7-3. Reardon will take the face-off against Andy Gerard. Off the draw, goes to Kellogg. Here comes Sean, takes it across in the off wing, looks to center, Gerard, and a poke checked away. Nice idea, just didn't quite work out. Here comes Plant back the other way. He's already got 3 goals, and he breaks in on the left wing side, right across the goal mouth. Didn't miss by much. Back to the point, poked away. Here's Andy Gerard out to center ice, looking to head man, Kerwin. Kerwin kicks it across, winds up, can't get the shot off as he was just too well tied up. Now they move it out to center ice. Into the zone, here's Plant again. His shot, save, rebound, they score. And that is going to be Eric Wiggins from Tim Plant. And Plant's been in all 4 Spaulding goals. The Raiders getting real sloppy, and they gave up a 2-on-1 odd man rush that time. Should never happen, but Spaulding scores their 4th goal. Of course, Massena in a little bit of a feeding frenzy now, and you got to settle down. They got enough goals. They lead by 3, 7-4, with 10:32 left.
Spaulding goal scored by number 14, Eric Wiggins.
The defense has been lacking here this evening. Puck inside the Massena zone. Hearn with it, has it knocked away. They got a man in front, Thigeson. It bounced over his stick and out to center ice. And up into the Massena bench it goes off the stick of Landry, and the faceoff will move outside the zone. 10:16 remaining in the 3rd period. 7-4 in favor of Massena. Shane Farmer will take the draw off the faceoff. Seacott flips it in the zone. Nice move by Eric Seacott. In behind, Corey Burke, DiAgostino, Seacott can't get it. It's kicked around the boards. Comes to Travis Durant. Quick snapshot, save made. We got a penalty. It's going to go against Spaulding, I guess. Back to the point. Here's a shot. Durant right on. Glove save, and a good one by Leonard. And going to be a holding call, I believe, against Spaulding. So the Raiders will go back on the power play here. Or I should say go on the power play for the first time this period. And that penalty is going to go to Corey Burke as he gets the holding call. And Massena will come out on the power play, leading 7-4 with 9:56 to go in the 3rd period. Is this the most goals Massena scored this year?
I think so.
Might be. Giving up too many. They should never have given up 4 goals.
Spaulding penalty number 16, Corey Burke.
Off the faceoff, Meacham wins the draw, back to Nightingale. Nightingale to Meacham. Meacham back to Nightingale, takes it to the middle, goes to Meacham. Meacham has it poke checked away and out to center ice. Nightingale skates it. Headman goes by everybody, picked up and dumped down the ice. Cameron is there, drops it back to Nightingale. Nightingale, headman goes into the corner. After it, Strachan. Strachan poke checked away. Kerwin's got it, rips it around the boards for Meacham. The Meachmeister back to the point, Nightingale. He winds through traffic. Score! Oh boy, he just blew the back of the net out. And Ben Nightingale gets the goal to make it 8-4. And another power play goal for Massena, their 3rd of the game. And that didn't touch anybody on the way through. Ben Nightingale from Eric Meacham, and I'm not sure if there'll be a 3rd or a 2nd assist. That makes it 8-4 with 9:19 left to go in the 3rd period. And we got to have another winner of the Powerade power play, the Power Flow Power Goal, whatever you want to call it. Off the faceoff, Massena's Park, flipping it ahead, Seacott. And the winner is Alice Phillips. Congratulations to Alice Phillips. Okay, Alice Phillips, is that Michael's grandmother? Oh, isn't that great? So Alice Phillips is the winner. Meacham gets 1 and Jeff Slack the other. Puck in the zone, Seacott right in front, shot! Save made, the rebound, back to the point. David Park turns it, flips it, has it knocked away. Back out to center ice. Here comes Spaulding back the other way. And the shot is way wide, in behind the net. Seacott after it, there. Has it knocked away, bouncing puck out to center ice. Here comes DiAgostino, flipping it ahead, intercepted, back to the Massena line. We have a whistle. We got a cross check. And it's going to be Shane Farmer, I believe. As Shane Farmer picks up the cross check call. I have to be honest, I didn't see it. That happened behind the play. And so Spaulding will go on the power play. Massena leads at 8-4 with 8:33 left in the third period. Off the face-off, Thigeson with it. He's dropped back to play the point. Puck bounces into the zone. Here comes Hazel with it. Poke checked away nicely, as getting back just in time was Tim Plant. Plant's head man goes into the Massena zone. Thigeson trying to set up the power play, has it knocked away back to the point. Here's a shot, goes wide into the corner. Oh, Wonky's going to pick up a penalty. The Raiders are going to have two men in the box. Here's a chance in front, but it goes wide into the corner as they're going to try to get the extra attacker out. They move it around the horn to the blue line, and a hard check thrown there. Meacham after it, and he comes up with it. But apparently they didn't see him touch it because it's still Spaulding. They got the extra man out. Here's Reardon winding up, goes way wide behind the net. Puck around the boards, in behind Thigeson with it. Finally, it's touched by Massena. Massena touched it about 4 times before they blew the whistle. And now the penalty will be called on the Raiders, but they had killed off the first one, so it'll still be just a single-man advantage. Sometimes it doesn't pay to control the puck because you really don't have time to set up anything. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's still 38 seconds left in the first penalty. It wasn't up there. Now it is. Okay. So it'll be two-man advantage for 38 seconds. Raiders lead at 8-4 with 7:41 left in the period, the third period. And, okay, we're ready to drop the puck in the Massena zone. Off the face-off. Benji Nightingale dumps it down the ice. Nightingale out there along with Ward and Kerwin. Thigeson's got the puck. And the puck flipped out to center ice. Here comes Spaulding with it into the Massena zone. As they move it right through the middle. Nice job by Clint Kerwin. Kerwin's had a heck of a game here. Puck knocked away. Ward now throws a check. The puck bounces in the zone. Nightingale reefs it down the ice. Came close to reefing it off the ice. But the puck comes in behind. 2 seconds, 1 second. Raiders get a man back. Now they're one man down. Puck goes into the Massena zone. Thigeson after it. He's going to shoot. Save made. That almost got by into the net, but it didn't. Now the puck in the corner. As they move it around the horn, Thigeson back to Reardon at the point. Flips it into the open corner. Puck goes in behind. Picked up by Carroll, and down the ice it goes with 30 seconds left in the man advantage. In behind the net. Slack after it. But he can't catch it up. Plant. Little problem with it. Finally flips it ahead to Montford. Here's Montford. 18 seconds left in the man advantage. Here's Montford in the zone. He lost it off the end of his stick. Nightingale cranks it. And it bounces to Slack, and he just flips it down the ice. He had Cameron breaking, but didn't see him. Now the puck goes in the corner. Goaltender out of his net to clear it. Hazel racing in after it. Will he get there? Plant gets there first. Poke checks it. The penalty is elapsed. Massena's killed it, but here comes Salvatore. Makes his move, gets a shot. Glove save by Smythe, and he'll hold on for the face-off. Nick Salvatore made a nice little move, made a good shift on Ben Nightingale, but Nat was there to make the save. 6:02 left in the third period. Raiders lead it on a score of 8-4. This is by far the largest output of Massena goals this season. I don't know if they've even come close to scoring 8. Wish my statistician, Mr. McLennan. Here comes the Raiders. Sean Kellogg, he's got a partial breakaway. Here's Kellogg, and he's hauled down. They didn't call that one either. Here's a shot right in front. Oh, deflected just wide. Scotty Power. Oh, and it's gloved by the goalie, Dan Leonard. He'll hold on for the face-off. As Sean Kellogg just got hauled down, breaking in at a partial breakaway, and there was no whistle. 5:47 remaining in the period. 8-4 Raiders lead on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Off the face-off, puck comes back out by the blue line. Out to center ice. Hearn couldn't keep it in. He has to dump it back in. Raiders are offside, though. They get back onside, but the puck comes out to neutral ice. Into the Massena zone. Brownell is there, moves it ahead. Now it's ping-ponging. Finally, Power picks it up. Ahead to Robidoux. He got a stick on it, deflected it in the corner, looks to chase it down. He goes in there along with Strachan. The puck bounces free along the boards, and it's Robidoux flipping it around the other side for Kellogg. Sean's had a pretty good game here tonight, too. Puck bounces to Kellogg. He flips it in the corner for Power. Power dipsy doodles, gets tied up. Puck bounces free along the boards. Here's a shot. Brownell, ooh, deflected by the defenseman up over the net. And the goalie says to him, don't do that. Strachan got his stick on it, and if that had deflected a little differently, it would have been in the net. Dan Leonard came right over to him and probably said, don't do that to me again. 5:04 left in the third period. 8-4 Raiders lead on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Here comes Plant again, busting by the Massena defenseman. But this time Wonky steals it, and the puck's out to center ice. He beat the one defenseman, but he didn't beat Wonky. Now it's poke checked in the zone. Picked up and out to center ice again. Plant again takes it across. Nice drop pass, gets the return, can't get the shot off. Wonky just had him nicely tied up. Comes to Meacham. Meacham looks. Headman pass deflected by Gerard. We have a whistle behind the play and a penalty on Spaulding behind the play. Eric Wiggins will get the call. No, that's not Wiggins, excuse me. That is Tim Plant. Plant's been the best player for Spaulding, and he picks up a penalty here with 4:34 remaining in the third period. Maybe a little frustration. He's had a heck of a hockey game. And he's had 3 goals and an assist, so he's been in all 4 goals.
10 minutes, 26 seconds.
Off the face-off, puck goes back to Spaulding blue line. Picked up there on the defense by Landry, dumps it down the ice in the Massena zone. Cameron back after it. He'll pick it up behind the net. Rips it around the boards for Slack, I guess. Yep, Slack picks it up. Jeffrey starts out. Ahead to Meacham. Meacham gathers it. Takes it across for Kerwin. Kerwin into the corner, back to Meacham, back to Kerwin. Back to Meacham, back to the point. Nightingale, back to Meacham. Meacham skates into the circle, cranks it up. Right on. Save made. The puck sits in front. Kerwin, back to the point. Cameron poke checks it in the corner, sprawling. Puck in behind. Kerwin controls. Moves it around the horn. Raiders have had 3 power play goals tonight. Here's Nightingale. Meacham skates, shot! Fired it high and wide. Puck comes to Cameron. Flips it in behind the net for Kerwin. Kerwin just rips it around the boards, but I don't think Meacham's going to get there, or does he? He does. Gets it back to Nightingale. Back to Meacham. Here's Meacham. Goes to Kerwin. Steps in front. Shot. Save. And Kerwin, I think, would like to have that one back as he threw it right at the goaltender's glove. 26 seconds left in the Massena man advantage. 3:30 left in the third period, and the Raiders lead at 8-4. No, that's right. He was looking for Jeffrey to get free. So the faceoff will move over to the right side. We got a different power play out there for Massena. Robidoux out there with Power and Joey Ward. Ward can't come up with it. Out to center ice it comes. Picked up by Nightingale. Nightingale moves it ahead for Robidoux. Matt Robidoux, head man on the stick of Power. Power chasing it into the corner, flips it in behind the net, goes right in front, but nobody there for Massena, and back the other way. Oh, nice move there by Lunt as he tries to throw a little move on, but gets knocked off the puck, and Ben Nightingale picks it up. We're down to 3 minutes left. Raiders move it ahead. Power with it, backhands it deep in the territory, and Joe Ward's after it. The goaltender came out to play it, missed it. Comes back to the point. Nightingale winds up through traffic, and the save is made. Nice low shot again by Ben Nightingale, but nobody in front. Massena's got to get a man a little closer and screen that goalie, because this guy's not bad, Leonard. I know he's given up 8 goals, but he hasn't had much help there from his defense. So you got to get a man in front. 2:49 remaining in the third period, 8-4 Massena. DiAgostino will take the face-off. Off the draw. Here comes Plant again. breaking out of the zone, going right by Durant. He's going to get the shot, and he scores. And that'll make it 8-5 as Plant picks up his 4th goal of the game. Tim Plant, 4 goals and 1 assist as he went right by Travis Durant and scored his 4th goal of the game. 8-5 the score. And
Spaulding goal, that's his 4th of the game, number 24.
We've had Tim Plant, he scored, that's a full-strength goal. So he's got 2 full-strength, a shorthanded, and a power play. DiAgostino, headman, across the blue line it goes. Spanky Seacott. Seacott right across in front, and the save is made. Actually, it was crossing the net as he had DiAgostino going for the net, and it was a little bit too close, and the goaltender grabbed it on the way by Leonard. 8-5, Raiders lead with 2:31 remaining in the 3rd period. Off the face-off, puck in the corner. Around the boards, DiAgostino, he's got room in front, shot. Save made, he gets it back again, shoots again. It trickles in the net, and the Raiders get their 9th goal. I don't know if Anthony will get credit for it, probably, but he got it right back, right off the save, went to the net, and the Raiders make it 9-5. Defense non-existent in this hockey game. That's right. Massena is not going to be able to play defense like they played tonight, tomorrow, or they'll get spanked big time. Raiders have 9 goals now. And the puck knocked around by Girard. Here comes Salvatore across the blue line. Shot, glove save, and Smythe holds on for the face-off.
38 seconds. DiAgostino from Seacott at 12:38.
DiAgostino from Seacott, the name of that tune. And the goals continue to come fast and furious in this hockey game. Now it's going to be Eric Seidman out there to take the face-off against Matt Hazel. Off the draw, puck sits in the circle. Nightingale takes it in behind his own net. We're nearing the 2-minute mark. Nightingale flips it around for Andy Girard. Girard moves it ahead to center ice. Here comes Hazel, barging his way by one. Has it knocked away at the last second. Out to center ice. And right back the other way. Here's a shot, goes wide. Kellogg after it. He gets tied up. Puck side of the net, bounces to Hazel. He'll move it out. Out to center ice. Meacham now, or Kellogg, excuse me, takes it in. Kellogg, nice drop pass to Hazel. Hazel barges his way through, he's knocked down. Puck comes back to Nightingale at the point. He golfs it right on. Save made. Down a minute and a half left. Puck bounces free. Back out to center ice. Here comes Munford. Munford gets by one. Has it stick lifted. Puck comes to Brownell. Brownell has it knocked away. Right back in the Massena zone. Girard tries to throw a check. Puck bounces right across the goal mouth. And out to center ice. Burke. Back in the zone it goes. 1:09 left. Flipped ahead. Doesn't clear the zone. Kept in there. Here's a shot in behind. Side of the net it goes. Puck bounces to Kerwin. Kerwin's got slack breaking, but he hit the official with it. And we're into the final minute as the puck comes to Nightingale. Flips it ahead to the Spaulding line. Slack after it there, can't control. Ward flips it in the zone, but we got delay offsides on Massena. Raiders are going to go to the championship game tomorrow, and they'll be taking on St. Joseph's. And they got shellacked by St. Joe's down in Buffalo. We'll see if they can do a little bit better here today. Here's Slack with it out by the blue line to Kerwin, back to Slack. There's a lot of bodies flying around, and it finally trickles out to center ice. Raiders lead 9-5 in the 3rd period. Down the ice it goes with 18 seconds and counting. In behind, it's Landry. Flips it in the corner to Slack. Slack centers it. And back out to center ice it comes. Dumped right back in the zone. Delay offsides on Massena. That's going to take care of the hockey game there, I believe. As Spaulding, nope, Kellogg steals it. And he ran out of time. And so Kellogg will only get his 2 goals instead of 3. But the Raiders get the win to go to 7-7-2 on the, is that right?